Shalom. I want to give all praises, honors, and glories to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahushai Ba'ashem Rakakodash, and don't want us the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth, and salutations to the hopefully elect. And I'm going to go into the breakdown of Genesis chapter 4 about Cain and Abel. And in verse 4, verse 1, it reads, "And Adam knew his wife, and she conceived and bare Cain, and said, I have gotten a man from the Lord." And so basically Adam, he had sex with Eve, his wife, and she bared Cain. And Cain, you look into the word Cain, really it means spear. And a spear is something that is used to kill with. And and we know for sure that Esau, the so-called white man, is blessed with the sword, and he lives by the sword. Verse 2, "And she again bare his brother Abel, and Abel was a keeper of sheep, but Cain was a tiller of the ground. In the process of time it came to pass that Cain brought the fruit of the ground an offering unto the Lord, and Abel, he also brought the firstlings of his flock and the fat thereof. And the Lord had respect unto Abel and unto his offering. And the Lord, he accepted Abel's offering because his offering was properly done, because he's offering the firstlings of his flock unto the Lord to burn as if it's like incense. And the Lord, he loves that smell of meat when it's being burnt on the altar. Verse 5, "But unto Cain and to his offering he had not respect, and Cain was very wroth," meaning that Cain was angry, "and his countenance fell. And the Lord said unto Cain, Why art thou wroth? And why is thy countenance fallen? If thou doest well, shall thou not be accepted? And if thou doest not well, sin lieth at the door, and unto thee shall be his desire, and thou shalt rule over him." And Cain, which is Esau, he can't do well, because in Matthew, the first chapter of the 21st verse, it says, "And she shall bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name Yahushai, for he," Salakia, Matthew chapter 13, Salakia, because he can't do well, as it reads in Matthew chapter 13 verse 38. "And the field is the world. The good seed are the children of the kingdom," speaking about Israel, "but the tares are the children of the wicked one." And Esau, he can't do any good, because he is the children of the wicked one, and Esau is a cursed people, and they're blessed with the sword, and they do wickedly. I'll go back to Genesis chapter 4. Verse 8, "And Cain talked with Abel his brother, And it came to pass, when they were in the field, that Cain rose up against Abel, his brother, and slew him. And Cain was jealous because of Abel's offering unto the Lord. And the Lord, he didn't accept Cain's offering, because Cain was offering fruit as to burn, as to burn on the altar. But you can't really burn fruit, because it has like water in it. I'll keep reading. Cain rose up against his brother and slew him. Verse 9, the Lord said unto Cain, where is Abel thy brother? And he said, I know not. Am I my brother's keeper? And he said, what hast thou done? The voice of thy brother's blood crieth unto me from the ground. And now art thou cursed from the earth, which hath opened her mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thy hand. And I'll bring out Genesis chapter 9, verse 25, and it reads, and he said, cursed be Canaan, a servant of servants shall he be unto his brethren. And he said, blessed be the Lord, part of Shem, and Canaan shall be his servant. And ultimately, Esau is going to be our servants soon, going to be our slaves. And Canaan, he is cursed, and he was meant to be a servant unto Israel, the Israelites, the so-called Negros, Latinos, and native blacks, Latinos, Negros, Latinos, and Native Americans. No, Salakia. Genesis chapter 4, going down to and verse 9, and the Lord said unto Cain, where is Abel thy brother? And he said, I know not. Am I my brother's keeper? And he said, what hast thou done? The voice of thy brother's blood crieth unto me. And now art thou cursed from the earth, which hath opened her mouth, and to receive thy brother's blood from thy hand. When thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength. A fugitive and a vagabond shall thou be in the earth. And Esau is a fugitive and a vagabond. And a fugitive is someone who flees from justice, as you can see here. The definition examples: to wave, quiver, vibrate, swing, or wander, move, sift, make move, wave. And you go down to vagabond. It says to shake, waver, wander, to move, have compassion on. Good example, have compassion on. But yeah, Esau, he flees from justice and is a vagabond, meaning that he he wants to put his hand in everything. He wants to take part of every business in the world. He wants to control everything ultimately. He wants to, so to say, as if he's a greedy person. He wants to control most oil imports in the world. That's how Esau works. Verse 13, and Cain said unto the Lord, my punishment is greater than I can bear. Behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the face of the earth, and from the face shall I be hid, and I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth, and it shall come to pass that everyone that findeth me shall slay me. And the Lord said unto him, Therefore whosoever slayeth Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold. And so lucky. And here in Isaiah chapter 10, verse 1, it says, Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and right grievous which they have prescribed. And whatever wicked manner that Esau does, he always gets away from it. And whatever vengeance that is taken onto Esau, it always fires back at Jake. Because if Jake were to be slain by Esau, that Edomite would be fleeing from justice after committing a wicked crime upon Jake. And they set up these unrighteous decrees, as what it says in Isaiah chapter 10, verse 1, one to them to decree unrighteous decrees. And there are many unrighteous decrees that are placed against our people of Israel that these Edomites set up. And I'll keep reading. Vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold. And the Lord said, Set a mark upon Cain, lest any finding him should kill him. And Cain went from the presence of the Lord, and dwelt in the land of Nod, on the east of Eden. And Cain knew his wife, and she conceived and bare Enoch. And this is the Edomite Enoch. There is a Israelite. There is an Israelite named Enoch, but here Enoch that is being spoken about here in the 17th verse. This is an Edomite. And I'll keep reading. And he builded a city and called it the name of the city after the name of his son Enoch. And Enoch was born Arad, and Arad became Methujael, and Methujael begat Methusael, and Methusael begat Lamech. And Lamech took unto him two wives, and the name of one was Adah, and the name of other Zillah. And Adah bare Jabal. He was the father of such as dwell in tents, and of such as have cattle. And his brother's name was Jubal, and was the father of all such as handle the harp and organ. And Zillah, she also bare Tubal Cain, an instructor of every artificer in brass and iron. And the sister of Tubal Cain was Naamah. Naamah and Lamech said unto his wives, Adah and Zillah, Hear my voice, ye wives of Lamech, hearken unto my speech. For I have slain a man to my wounding, and a young man to my hurt. If Cain shall be avenged sevenfold, surely Lamech 70 and sevenfold. And Adam knew his wife, and she bare a son, and called his name Seth. For Yahweh said, She hath appointed me another seed instead of Abel, whom Cain slew. And to Seth, to him also there was born a son, and he called his name Enos. And began men to call upon the name of the Lord. I'm gonna see a couple other scriptures too. Well, yeah, ultimately, Esau Uh, he is meant to be Israel's servant, and he is blessed with this sword. Because he's, he's in where he needs to be, and he's playing his role in this wicked kingdom, as it reads right here in Daniel chapter 12, verse 13. But go though thy way till the end be, for thou shalt rest and stand in thy lot at the end of the days. And everybody in this world are standing in their lot that the Lord has appointed them to. Whether certain men are being made to be prophets and some aren't, or some were made to be wicked and some aren't, but righteous. But here in that the but here with Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai's story, he made Esau the wicked one, and soon Esau will be Jacob's servants. But that was it to that lesson. I hope it was edifying. I want to give all praises, honors, and glories to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem Rakakodash, and Shalom.